What's up, Virgo? This is Marcus from Untitled Oracle, back with another Tao Oracle reading here for you. So this Oracle Tarot reading is going to be for Aries Astrological season. This is going to represent the time frame from March 21st to April the 19th. And what we're going to do is we're going to get some information on you for the singles, also information for couples, and also your money situation. All right. So first, what we have here is for you singles, we have splitting apart. This is impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrender, eliminate the old, death. Alright, so let's get some energy for this. Now, for my singles, what I take from this here is that you guys have been single for a while. Alright, and this is something that you're having to change a part of you. Because with splitting apart, this is 23, so that's a 5. So that's something that's changed. So just like it says impermanence, so you might have had a relationship that you thought was going to last a long time in the past, but you've had to let go. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have your energy kind of showing up here in the reading. All right. So with this impermanence and this splitting apart, all right, now we have the Ten of Pentacles. All right. So you definitely have something good coming to you. It looks like you're going to be very resourceful, and possibly the person that you meet is going to be somebody. All right, look at all the stuff that came out for you. Wow, that came out really quick. Alright, so look, we have the Tower card at the bottom. Alright, so for you Virgo singles, definitely some good energies here. Let me just bring this all down here. So, alright, so what I have here for you, splitting apart, again, just to show you the card. This is about impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrender, eliminating the old, and death. So, for some of you guys might have had a relationship in the past that you thought things were going to survive, and you separated from that person. And just looking at everything together, you may have gotten a message from the universe, or possibly something with that feather here from your angels, or probably from your spirit guides. I told you that person wasn't the one for you. So you separated, you went your separate ways. So now you're trying to get back into the game, and you've been taking some time. I have your energy here with the Queen of Pentacles. And you've been very resourceful. You've been focused on yourself. You've been glowing up, possibly going to the gym, doing some things, just taking care of your money. You haven't been worrying too much about anything. But what I do see here is that you're more than likely going to meet someone who may be the long-term person. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is a legacy card. This is also abundance. So it looks like with this Queen of Pentacles, and then you have awesome energy here because you have the Queen of Pentacles in between the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So what I see, Virgo, here is possibly you may be meeting an Aries, possibly Leo, Sagittarius, but this person is also focused on building their money, building their legacy, and also it looks like this person, when you do find them and do meet them, they're going to be able to help you build your legacy. Now, this Queen of Wands energy, this could be representative of you if you have this in your chart, but this could also be someone who you're talking to. But the Queen of Wands is someone who's very charming, very admirable, someone that's not afraid to speak in public. They're very, very warm, someone that makes you laugh. When you're hanging out with this person, they make everybody feel comfortable. And this is someone who has a really bubbly personality, somebody that everybody gets along with, someone that everyone's inspired from. Now you see with the sunflowers grow towards the light. So this is a person that's very optimistic. It's a person that doesn't really see the negative side of things, and that things are going to go well for them. And this is something that you're confident. And this is for most of you singles, seeing that those past relationships, you might have to, split apart or leave from those old situations and just kind of surrender to the universe. Don't push anything, but it looks like this person more than likely is going to come to you, because with this card, you have it in between the Ten of Pentacles, which is the legacy card. All right. And next you have the Strength card. It's the Leo card. So possibly it could be a Leo, it could be a Sagittarius. Also, like I said, but you have the Queen of Wands here, right next to the Strength card. Now, this is showing here that you're manifesting what you want. Now, you've been working on yourself, and you've been kind of calming that inner lion. Again, with this past relationship, you might have had a separation. You might have had to get rid of those old feelings that you have for this person. Maybe they made you feel cool and question yourself. So you had to just surrender to the universe and just continue working, continue moving forward. And that's kind of like the death of the old you, and it's the birth of a new you. Now with this strength card, this is showing that you're able to tame that inner lion, and you're getting rid of that negative self-talk. You're glowing up, and you'll be able to control yourself, and you believe in yourself a ton more. Right? Now, we also have the Hierophant card. Now, the Hierophant card is a very big indicator, especially when the indicator, when the card comes out for relationships. Now, since you're single, with the Hierophant card coming out, what I see here is that you may have two suitors that may be interested in you, that want to be in a relationship with you. Also, for those who are non-binary, I have two queens here, okay? And I also have the king here, all right? So, this could be a number of different things. This could be you finding your queen or finding your king, or may have you. But I do see that there's the King of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you finding your match. And this match is going to be someone who's good at working on their finances. It's someone who's very strong. Someone who's going to be someone who's also very good at industry. So they might work in real estate. Maybe they might work in investments, but this is a person who's very good with their finances, and this also could be representative of you, okay? Then this is also Virgo energy too. So this could be you just masculine, working on your masculine energies and your feminine energies. This is you using your resources, thinking about growth and making growth happen and putting things to action by using the King of Pentacles, okay? But definitely things are going to be fruitful for you. Now, right now, intuitively, you have the High Priestess. So intuitively, you feel a lot. Now, the High Priestess is connected to the moon, and during the Aries Astrological season, there's actually going to be a lot of moon movement. There's going to be a new moon on April the 1st. So you're going to have some downloads that's going to come to you. And intuitively, you can kind of feel this coming. So you know that someone's coming, you just can't really see who it is. And that's sometimes what the High Priestess represents. You're not being able to totally see everything, and things are kind of hidden from you. It's almost like a secret of what's coming next. Now, you have two pairs here. You have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, and you also have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So, from what I can see here, if you weren't looking for a match, you're going to find a match on two levels. You're going to find a match who's going to have the same thought process as you. They're going to be into their money, trying to be stable, trying to build legacy with this Ten of Pentacles. But you're also going to find a person who spiritually is your match, because you have the High Priestess and the High Priest, or the Hierophant. So this is someone who you more than likely are going to connect with spiritually. You guys might have some of the same hobbies. Maybe you might be the same religion, or maybe believe in the same spirituality. But this is someone who you're going to be able to connect with on the spiritual level, and also you guys are going to have the same goals, right? The awesome part with this is you have the Three of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles, this is someone who they're going to work with you. This is someone who's going to chisel away and make that plan so that you guys can move forward and be able to have a wonderful future. So I could definitely see with the double pairs, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Hierophant and the High Priestess. This is someone who's going to plan, and they're going to work with you to help you build that legacy. Again, this person may be a fire sign. They could be a Taurus also, or they also could be an earth sign with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. All right? Now, with the bottom energy, this is the Tower. So this is going to be something that shocks you, something that comes in quickly. This actually might be someone you already know, and you might even not be aware of it. But this is going to be a sudden change. You have the Ace of Swords at the bottom. This is going to be something that's going to give you clarity. It's going to come as downloads to your brain, okay? And then, as you see with the Judgment card, this is someone who's going to activate your soul. This is someone who they're going to be able to get you motivated. And you're going to realize that this was the person for you, because they're going to help you to find your life's purpose, right? So just be patient, singles. During Aries Astrological season, even if you don't get with the person, more than likely you're going to meet the person. You're going to start that process of healing and moving forward, all right? All right, so let's see what we have next here, Virgo, for our Virgos who's in a couple, or Virgos that's in a relationship. All right, so we have taming the power of the small, self-restraint, self-sufficiency, careful preparations, resourcefulness, minor impediments, and adaptability. All right, so that's a 9. So the cool thing is, The 9 card is actually the Hermit card. Alright? And so what I see here, let's see, I guess we'll use this deck. So what I see here is like with the 9, this is also representative of ending a cycle or going to a new cycle. Let's see here. So with the 9 card, this is starting a new cycle, going to a cycle. So for those who are in a relationship, you may be planning to buy a home, maybe saving some funds, possibly creating a budget, trying to get things right. Now for those who are in a relationship, but you're, living separately, you guys may be planning on going on a trip. Maybe you're making some self-restraint because you guys are working on saving some funds. See, this card's calling to me. Yeah, so you have the Emperor card here. So your significant other could be an Aries or have that as part of their chart. But this is also you guys taking more control and building more structure in the relationship so that things are better for you. So the taming power of the small, you're focusing on the small details because you know that when you focus on the small details, that's going to make things better. And you guys have been working hard together. You see the 10 of Wands. So you guys have been working really hard because you want to see positive outcomes for things that are coming to you in the future. Mm-hmm. And that hard work is going to pay off because you have the King of Pentacles here. So if in the relationship here for you, this also could represent you, Virgo. Well, this will also represent your significant other. Oh, there you go. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. You also have the Magician, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles. So you have a lot of things that fell out here. All right. So we have the 8 of Wands. So this is possibly you traveling. This might be really, really fast movement during this Aries season that you see all of the structural changes come. But this could also be you guys planning on a vacation or possibly traveling here. All right. Now, as I mentioned here before, now if you see here with the taming the power of the small, now you see that this spider is making a web, and it's making small little intricate parts and connecting all the parts to the flowers. Now the flowers are really beautiful, and when you see other animals flying through, other insects, they might be going to the flowers because of the smell or because of how they look, but they get caught up in the web because of all the intricate details that are set up. Right, so the 2 of you may be working on the intricate details, maybe saving your funds, like I said, for a home. Maybe you're planning for a future trip, or maybe you guys are working to get a car. But you're working on the small details. You're not letting anything get by you, just like this web. The Aries card or the Emperor, this is you putting together that structure to make sure that you win. Now I see here that the person's holding a scroll, so maybe this is you possibly buying a home together or working on that process and kind of starting that process now and making that contract. Now with the 10 of Wands, this is something that has been hard work for you, and so in this time that this is hard work, you're getting more towards the end. So you started working on putting the structure together and the things are going well. And so, as you can see here, you have the 10 of Wands. He's walking towards the Emperor, right? So, what I take from this here is the hard work is going to end for you during the Aries season, okay? You see the hard work that you've been putting in, it's going to come to an end during Aries season. You're going to start to see those fruits, right? Now, you have the King of Pentacles here, and I love the King of Pentacles because this is your energy here, Virgo. Now, with the King of Pentacles, you can see this person has full manifestation powers. They have guidance by the angels, as you can see replicated by the wings. They have a golden rod or a golden wand. Now, this wand lets you know that they've already mastered their wands. They've mastered their influence on creating. They've mastered their influence on inspiration. And at the end of the wand is a pentacle. So they've used their inspiration to create a business or to create a home or to create, investments or what may have you that's created pentacles and created stability for them. And as you can see, the throne is entrenched in the earth. So they're very, very grounded, and they don't have to worry about any of these things. Everything growing around them is very fruitful. You can see they're covered in green, so they have a big heart, and they're doing everything for their family and for their significant others. And then you can see with the red is also indicative of passion and also of heart also. So this is you representing, this is you working hard, and this is you putting together a good legacy. So I see here with the Page of Pentacles, this is you starting a new legacy together, starting a new project together. So there's a possibility that, you know, maybe you guys are working on getting a home, so you're working on that together. And with the peacock feathers here, now you're starting to see the fruits come out, because with the peacocks showing off their feathers, maybe the fact that you guys have been working well together, this is starting to show itself off. Now, it's not necessarily that you're flossing on people, but people are starting to see that the two of you are working together, and they're starting to see things are glowing, things are growing with you. All right. Now, what's cool here is we have two twos. All right. So you have the Two of Wands, and you have the Two of Pentacles. So that's already angel energy with the 22. All right. Now, with this Two of Wands, this is you making a decision of what's the next step. How are we going to create our future? How are we going to create the structure, whether it's a home, or how are we going to create our castle? So as you see, the universe has kind of illuminated the way for you. And so now with the red clothing, you have the path. You just have to make that wise decision of what you're going to do. All right. Now you have the hare here in the corner. And the hare is representative of a wise animal that makes quick decisions. Because anytime that you see that there's any kind of predator or anything that comes, if the hare doesn't move quickly, then the hare is going to be the food. So for them to be able to live and survive for a long time, they have to make a lot of wise decisions. Now you also have the squirrel. The squirrel is very resourceful and makes sure that it saves its acorns in the tree to make sure that when the time comes, it has enough food and everything's fruitful. So this is as I mentioned before, with the Emperor, you putting that structure together, you building and working hard together with that Ten of Wands. But that hard work is coming to an end, and you see you have the Two of Wands here, which is saying that you guys are putting together and making a choice to go forward, you know, possibly to build a home and build that first structure. Together, you guys are manifesting your own future. You have all the tools ready. Both of you are working, have a good job, have a strong mind in your head. You guys both have emotion for each other. Both of you guys have all the tools, you know, whether it's the land or we have property. And then emotionally, you guys are connected. You have the wands for the inspiration. So as long as the two of you work together, you're going to be able to manifest whatever you choose. Right now, Mercury is in Pisces. Pisces is the 12th house, and that's all about the dreaminess, and that's all about meditation and connecting. So as long as you speak into existence what you're looking for, this will work out. Plus, Virgo, your planet is ruled by Mercury, which is the magician. So whatever you work on will be fruitful, and that's going to work in your benefit. All right. Now I see here that we have the Strength card. The Strength card is also representative of Leo, so you could possibly be in a relationship with a Leo, Virgo. And what this shows here, if you see the lion is already calm, and she's just looking up into the universe. So it looks like you've connected with your significant other. You've already calmed the lion within yourself and within your significant other. And you guys are taking that moment to have that self-appreciation. You have that inner strength. Now you're looking forward to the future. As you can see, she's looking up to the universe to figure out what's the next step. Now, if we put the cards back in line, this card is looking up towards the Emperor. Right? So during this time season, you guys are going to be figuring out what's next. What are you going to do? What's the structure that you guys have been working on? What is that going to create for you for the future? Right? Then we have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, this is you balancing out your funds, balancing out the relationship. As you can see, your ships are about to come in. So you've been working on a plan, you're saving, and you know, just to go with the scenario, say a home, you guys are looking for a home, you guys are going to work on that together, and things are going to be beneficial to you. All right, so this is what I have for you for Virgo couples. This is the best here for you. All right, so let's see what we have now. We'll get some energies and try to figure out what's going to go on in your money and finance situation. All right. All right, so what do we have? All right, so we have the Wanderer. So look, this is your energy here. So this gives me those vibes, right? The Wanderer, 5 + 6 is 11. Traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, a pilgrimage, aloneness, broaden your horizons, right? So it looks like with your finances, you're going to be working on, again, possibly working on saving, and possibly heading on a trip. Now, it looks like there's going to be a lot of movement and adventure, right? So, first card that came out is the Ace of Cups. So this is good energy. So it looks like with your finance, you're gonna have some healing energies that come in, and you're gonna be very happy with your finances, especially during this Aries season. And so things are gonna work out for you. You're gonna start traveling, maybe on a vacation, or maybe you're planning for this. Right? You have the Knight of Swords, so you're charging in towards this healing. Now this is something that's making you feel very, very comfortable in yourself. So possibly you've been saving this money, and this is coming in for you. Right, so we have the Six of Cups, and we have the Five of Wands. Right, so here right now, you also have the Six of Cups. So this is possibly someone from your past that's coming back, that's gonna have some positive energy for you. We have the Tower. Right. So, as I was mentioning before, so you have someone in your past that's gonna come in, is gonna have a gift for you. Okay. Now, with the Five of Wands, you might have been training to try to figure out what's the next step in your job situation. You're going to have a situation that's going to totally change everything for your future. So this might be like an unexpected raise. This might be, possibly someone coming to you, offering you a new position, right? And you're realizing that any badness or any negativity that you had in the past is now in the past, and it's not going to be beneficial to you. So the best thing is you have now the full energy. The full energy is you moving forward. You're not really sure where the journey or the trip's going to take you, but you're confident that things are going to be good. Right now, Jupiter, as I mentioned before, is in Pisces, and Jupiter is connected to the full energy. And so you have a lot of positive things that's going to go, especially you have the Sun energy there. Okay? You have the Two of Swords. Right? So the bottom energy is the Temperance. Right? So this is Sagittarian energy. So the Temperance card, this is you balancing out your positive and negative energies. In the past you might have had some worries or some stress about your finances, but again, with the Ace of Cups, you're finding healing and you're finding strength, and you're realizing that everything's going to be okay. You've probably been saving up your money, depending on your investments. The investments are starting to show some returns, and these things are going beneficial for you. They're going in your favor. Now, again, you might not be sure exactly where you're going. As I can see here, you might be doing some traveling also when it comes. You have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords rushes in, makes decisions. Now, the Knight of Swords is a very smart, very competent person, but because of the fact that they're moving so quickly, sometimes they could be, they could be a little dangerous, make some erroneous choices. So with this unfamiliarity, you just want to slow down. Try not to take things too fast, but things are going to be beneficial to you. But what I do see is that this healing is coming to you soon, because you see the Knight of Swords is running directly to the Ace of Cups. So this is something that's going to come to you very soon. Right? So the next energies we have is the Six of Cups with the Five of Wands. Now the Five of Wands is a card of possibly starting a new business, and then this is also you training and learning from people. Now the Five of Wands also could be representative of type of competition. So with the Six of Wands energy, you might have someone coming back to you that possibly is going to give you a gift. And this gift that they give you might be helping you start with your new business, or they might be training you or teaching you a new skill. And this is going to be something that's going to move you forward, all right? And this is going to help your finance, because with the energies that we have on the top here, during this Aries Astrological season, you're going to have the Ace of Cups, which is going to be lots of healing and lots of growth. Now, the person that might come to you could be Scorpio, or have that energy, or this just could be just an old friend, or maybe someone that you work with. I know, depending on whether you work in office or whether you work out, there's a lot of people that are returning back to the office now. So maybe this is someone who you haven't seen for a long time, and you guys are seeing each other in the office, and they're going to teach you a lot. Right? Now next we have the Tower energy. Right, so there's something shocking that's going to change in your finances. Now, I don't see this as being anything negative, because next to it you have the Ten of Swords. So that's saying that any negative things that you might have had, it's going to shock you because they're coming to an end. So you don't have any worry. I know Again, I'm not a financial planner, so you definitely want to talk to your financial planners and your professionals. But possibly you may have been saving your money to buy a property, and the real estate market is dropping, and that's going to shock you. So now you're going to change because these negative thoughts that you had about investments is bad. Maybe even your 401k, or maybe your investment account's increasing, but your finances are going to increase. You're going to have some changes that's going to change how you think and how you look at things. All right. Now, I see here you have the Fool card. Now, with this Fool card, this is just saying that you're going to have a wonderful future that's coming. You're not exactly sure how things are going to manifest. You're just following the universe. You have that yellow energy of the Fool. And the yellow energy of the Fool is representative of Jupiter. This just allows you to feel comfortable that each step you go, even though there's a little bit of unfamiliarity and you're really not sure what's going to happen, the Fool carries their head nice and high. They have that sun energy in the back, which lets them know that things are going to work out for them. And they carry a little baggage with them. So they're not worried about the past. They're not dragging any of these negative thoughts. That's why that Ten of Swords is there. And then you have the Fool. So this is a whole new cycle, brand new energy, brand new thoughts, okay? Now here, next to the Fool, you have the Two of Swords. So you wonder about decisions, about what you want to do with your finances. Now this is the Moon in Libra, all right? So while you're taking this time to try to make a decision, just trust in the universe. You have the Fool energy here, so I wouldn't push too much. I would just kind of let things play themselves out. You're going to see what's going to benefit for you and what's going to be the best thing for you. All right? All right. Well, it was my pleasure, Virgo. I'm glad I was able to do this reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful Aries astrological season. If you're interested in doing a personal reading, you can certainly reach out to me. My contact information will be in the description box. And if you so choose to, you can certainly donate to the page. That helps me to get new cards and help me to keep things running. All right? It's been a pleasure. You take care. Have a wonderful Aries astrological season. Peace, Virgo.